This place is over the top: carved mahogany pews, frescoed ceilings, marble floors, a gold pipe organ. Hundreds of candles line the sides of the cathedral, casting an eerie red glow on the stained glass windows. This looks like a place God would live. Nothing like Midland Baptist. All we've got are plain rickety oak benches, an upright piano, and dusty windows cluttered with decorations some kids slapped together at Sunday school. As we walk down the center aisle toward the priests, I try to match my heartbeat to the steady sound of Miss Granger's heels clacking against the marble floor, but the closer we get, the quicker her footsteps become. She's nervous too. May I present Cardinal Macchiovini and Archbishop Antonia? Their names and titles all blend together in my head. Hey, I'm Clay Tate. I stretch my hand forward to greet them, but they don't move a muscle. They just stare down at me from the altar like I'm some kind of disease. They're all decked out with massive rings on their fingers and heavy gold crosses around their necks. They've got more bling than any rapper I've ever seen. Reverend Devers, over at Midland Baptist, he always wears the same suits he got from Sears 20 years ago. The only jewelry he owns is the tarnished wedding band he still wears, even though his wife took off with an oil rigger a couple of years back. Miss Granger stands up even straighter than usual. As we've discussed, I believe Clay is a prophet. He had a vision of the golden calf. It appeared to him, freshly slaughtered, and then disappeared. He's also had a vision of the rebirth ceremony of the dead. The priests begin to whisper in another language. Latin, maybe. What's going on? I sidle next to her. They're deciding how to proceed. Don't forget the cat, I add. Miss Granger shakes me off. I believe he's one of the 6, but he's been able to resist. He's special. The priests continue to talk among themselves like I'm not even in the room. Their voices become more agitated with each pointed stare. What is it? What's wrong? I ask. Her brow furrows. They think it's too risky. Couldn't agree more. Miss Granger shakes her head. Not too risky for you. For us. The priest with the tallest hat says something final sounding and they turn their backs on us. I'm willing to stake my career on this. Miss Granger steps forward. The priests turn, eyes searching. He's the one. Miss Granger holds her ground. He can save them all. We have a unique opportunity to study them from the inside. Clay can help us get the proof we need to sanction the exorcism before a single life has been taken. This seems to get their attention. The priest with the reddish beard looks at me, and it's like he's staring straight into my soul. 2 autumn cases? What? I ask. I have no clue what he's talking about, but he's making me seriously uncomfortable. I look to Miss Granger for help. He's asking if you've been chaste. A deep blush creeps up over her collar. If you've... What? If I've had sex. I drag my hands through my hair. What does that have to do with anything? They just stare at me stone-faced. Wow. Okay. That's really personal, but no. As the priests begin to confer again, my eyes veer toward the exit. I had the same feeling in Miss Granger's bedroom surrounded by all those crucifixes. I just want to get out of here. They finally say something to Miss Granger. She nods, shooting me a tight smile. What's happening? They've agreed to baptize you. I'm already baptized. They did it when I was a baby. In the river. The Catholic Church doesn't recognize a Presbyterian baptism. I'm not a Presbyterian. I'm a Baptist. In the eyes of the Catholic Church, it's the same thing, she says. The priests crowd around what looks like a birdbath, murmuring some kind of prayer. I don't know about this. Clay, please. Miss Granger looks up at me. It won't take long. She presses a robe into my hands and leads me to a flimsy screen on the left side of the altar. I can't believe I'm doing this, I say as I duck behind the screen and take off my shirt and pants. I put on the robe. It's not soft like those ones you see in fancy hotel commercials. It's thin and scratchy and smells weird. I step out from behind the screen. Miss Granger blocks my path. Socks and underwear, too. Seriously. She looks at me pleadingly. Ollie needs you. I need you. With a deep sigh, I maneuver out of my boxers from under the robe and pull off my socks. She brings me to the center of the cathedral, where the light's streaming in through the stained glass. The priests step down from the altar, carrying small silver bowls, forming a circle around me. Time to disrobe, Miss Granger says. What? No way. I cross my arms across my chest awkwardly. Clay, they have to check you first. Make sure you don't bear the mark. Well, I can assure you I don't have it. I take a shower every day, sometimes twice a day. I believe you, but it's the only way. Miss Granger places her hand on my arm. Keep your eyes closed if that helps. Think pleasant thoughts. I won't let anything happen to you. I let out a deep sigh, close my eyes, and untie the robe, letting it drop to the ground. Hold your arms out, please, Miss Granger instructs gently. I do as I'm told and try to hold still, but my insides are trembling. I can feel her warm touch on my wrist. I can feel her breath on my skin, running from my fingers all the way up to my left shoulder. Clear, she whispers. The priests chant a prayer. Something cold and wet splashes on my skin. I suck in a startled breath. It's just holy water, she whispers. To protect you. They do the same thing with my right arm. Miss Granger then steps behind me, running her fingers across my shoulder blades, down my spine. My skin prickles up in goose bumps. But it's not just from the cold or the shock of water on my skin. It's her touch, and that's the last thing I want to feel in this moment. Miss Granger is a beautiful woman, but she's still my guidance counselor. The holy water splashes across my back. Miss Granger moves in front of me. I hear the priest's robes swishing against the gleaming marble floors as they switch positions. I feel a hand slip between my knees and I practically jump out of my skin. It's just me. Can you step apart, please? Miss Granger's voice soothes. My quad muscles flex under her touch. I try not to think about her being so close to me, her warm fingers pressing into my skin, but my imagination is getting the better of me. I open my eyes, hoping the scenery will squash this feeling building inside of me, but when I see her kneeling on the ground in front of me, I catch a glimpse of the black strap of that negligee peeking out beneath her blouse. I clench my eyes shut again. Jesus. Not now, Clay. I try to think of something else, anything other than that black strap against her skin. The calf caught in the cutting blades. The cow ripped down the middle. The metal crucifix covered in blood. Ollie with the cat clutched to her mouth. But it's too late. The room goes deathly still. It's like we're all holding our breath. The priests splash the holy water across my chest. I take in a shuddering breath. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti, they say in unison. Miss Granger drapes the robe over me. It's done. I keep my eyes trained on the ground as I head back behind the screen. I can't look at her. I can't look at any of them. As I put my clothes back on, I will my body to calm the hell down. I take a few deep breaths before I step out from behind the screen and bolt for the exit. My head is spinning. I try to open the door, but it won't budge. Miss Granger comes up behind me. Let me, she says, as she unlatches the door. I still can't look her in the eyes. The fresh air hits my lungs and I finally feel like I can breathe again. I have something for you. She reaches out to pin a gold cross on my jacket. I don't want it. I try to pull away, but she hangs on to me. It's not what you think. It's a camera, a recording device. What? I stare down at it. See that tiny jewel in the center? That's the lens. All you have to do is press the top of the cross and it will record whatever you're seeing. Why? What's this for? Tonight at the Harvest Festival. Wear a tie. We need you to document the marks on the others. Wait, except for Ollie and Tyler, I have no idea where their marks are. How do you expect me to do that? It's not a pool party. I have faith in you, she steps in close, pinning it on my jacket. You should know, Ollie whispered your name last night before she woke up. She dreamt you saved her. Do whatever you have to do to get close to her. You're the only one who can protect her now. Noodle slips her hand into mine, and I flinch. Did I scare you? She giggles. No. Course not. I stutter and force a smile. See you tonight, Miss Granger says as she walks back up the steps and disappears inside the heavy chapel doors. Noodle and I walk back to the truck, hand in hand. The sun doesn't feel as bright as it did before, like there's something hanging over us. Hanging over the world. It feels like Judgment Day.